Hi, everyone. This is Katie Hamilton, holistic nutritionist and health transformation coach of Body Love Mission. And what we do here at Body Love Mission is we help you to heal at the root. And part of our Body Love membership monthly program, we offer you the opportunity to ask us questions. And we love your questions because it means that you're interested in supporting yourself and to gain the knowledge and clarity so that you can make better choices. And so, one of the questions that came in, we would like to share the answer with you is, what are your thoughts on intermittent fasting? I know you recommend eating every 1.5 hours, so I assume you're not in favor of it. But I'm wondering if there are any advantages to it in your educated opinion. This is a really great question because this is a hot topic and it's very on trend in the health industry to promote fasting. And so let's just understand, first of all, that technically the body does not go into a fasting process until the sun has risen twice. So you need 24 hours of not eating, not drinking anything other than water, not even a drop of lemon water, or that will stop the 24-hour process and you'll have to start again. So technically, we are not actually fasting unless we have been avoiding all food and drink other than water for 24 hours, which then begs the question of why are the experts calling it fasting? If they understood how the body worked, we couldn't technically use that word. So, what are the benefits of waking up in the morning and going, 6 hours before you put anything in your body? So, what's actually happening here is that most likely the people who are doing this and feeling any sort of benefit, like increased energy, decrease in the brain fog that they might experience, losing weight, is because they're cutting out 1 to 2 meals that are most likely loaded with fats. It is very, very ideal for the body to not have fat before noon, but that doesn't mean we have to starve the body. So, what's happening is that we are cutting the fats out of the diet in the morning by intermittent fasting. And so that means that the liver has a longer time to process the toxins that it was processing at night and move them out of the body. Because the moment you have fat, your liver produces bile, and bile stops the liver from cleansing the rest of the body. Also, you're not putting the excess fat into your body, which means it's actually taking a lot of your energy, so which would be used by your brain, to your digestive system. And fats and proteins, like if you have eggs or dairy in the morning or yogurt, um, cheese for snack, bacon, the sort of paleo ketogenic type diet. When you have that food and you put that food in your body, especially before noon, your body is calling on a lot of energy just to digest and break that food down. So when you are intermittent fasting, you would not be eating that amount of fat and protein, which is requiring a lot of your energy. So you can feel more energized. However, that doesn't mean you have to starve your body of nutrients. It is really ideal to be flooding your body with fruits in the morning, which provide the fuel for every single cell to have energy, right? The glucose in the fruit, which is bound to nutrients, moves into the cell, and then the cell has the fuel to produce the energy that you need for your day. This fuel also goes directly to your brain. Your brain uses carbohydrates to think, to be able to operate, to be able to have a high performance day with your work, with your children, whatever you enjoy during your day. So, in my opinion, intermittent fasting is another challenge with it. Most humans have not been eating high quality food throughout their life, and their body is breaking down in some way, shape, or form. Also, because of the amount of pathogens, viruses, and bacteria, and toxins that are in our environment that are in our body, and we're not moving them out quick enough. And so a lot of people come to us, and why we would even be interested in this sort of health trend is because we're probably trying to heal from something. If we're trying to heal from something, The last thing we want to do is starve our body and use our own adrenaline to be energized. And that's what happens when you intermittent fast. No one talks about this, but when you are fasting, where do you think the energy is coming from? Not from your fuel source, not from your fruit, not from the glucose from the fruit. So where's it coming from? Your adrenaline. And so for a period of time when people start this habit, they feel alive and they feel energized. And why? Because they're getting hits of their own adrenaline. But this over time will lead to adrenal fatigue, and it will lead to a chronic fatigue experience because you will burn through your own adrenaline. This adrenaline is also harmful for the body. Our body was never built to have pounds or tons of adrenaline just searing through, and it actually can break down our own tissue and feed the pathogens in our body. So I do not recommend this to clients. And I always ask, what is your intention? What is your goal? What are you looking for? If you're trying to heal from a disease, if you're trying to heal from chronic pain, any sort of mental disorders or um, chronic symptoms that you're experiencing, fasting is not the answer. There's going to be other answers that are going to support you that we're happy to guide you towards. So I hope this helps to provide you with some insight. And yes, so the best routine in the morning, rather than fasting, would be to sip on your celery juice, to have your cucumber juice, to have fruit bowl, celery, to avoid your fats, to avoid the proteins until afternoon. You're going to achieve the benefits of what intermittent fasting claim, and yet you're not going to harm your system by forcing it to use your own adrenaline for energy. So that is my answer for that question. If this piques any more interest, please send us a note and let us know what other questions you have. Take care.